In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on March 19, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Ottawa Senators versus Boston Bruins. Traveling to Boston, Massachusetts, the Ottawa Senators gear up to clash with the formidable Bruins on Tuesday evening at the illustrious TD Garden. The Bruins, basking in the glory of their 40th triumph of the season achieved last week, currently find themselves securely perched in second place within the Eastern Conference's Atlantic Division, although the competition for that spot remains fierce, with several teams breathing down their necks. Conversely, the Senators find themselves in a rebuilding phase, reflected by their dismal standing as they currently possess the least impressive record in the Atlantic Division. Their recent encounters with the Bruins have been fruitless, suffering defeats in their past 3 matchups, including a close 3-2 loss earlier this year. The Bruins have dominated the Senators in recent confrontations, emerging victorious in 3 consecutive matchups, notably securing a 2-1 triumph in their previous encounter at TD Garden. The Senators have found it challenging to breach the Bruins goaltenders, failing to tally more than 2 goals in their last 3 showdowns. This offensive struggle for Ottawa contrasts starkly with the Bruins' robust defensive prowess, ranking an impressive 6th in the NHL this season. In contrast, Ottawa's defense languishes near the bottom of the league in several critical statistical categories. Compounding the Senators' challenges in this upcoming bout, the Bruins goaltenders boast an impressive 3rd-place ranking in save percentage. Notably, Boston has maintained an impressive 60% win rate at TD Garden this season, whereas the Senators have suffered defeat in 70% of their away games. Furthermore, Ottawa has stumbled in 8 of their last 11 games overall and 6 out of 8 on the road, while the Bruins have clinched victory in 3 out of 4 matchups in front of their home crowd. Heading into this showdown, Boston arrives with momentum, clinching victory in 4 of their last 5 games as they fiercely contend with Florida for the top spot in the Atlantic Division. Despite Ottawa's recent success, securing victory in 3 out of their last 4 games, their offensive output has been inconsistent, managing to score 2 goals or fewer in 6 of their last 10 outings. Moreover, Ottawa's struggles on the road are glaring, with a lackluster record of 10-19-2, whereas Boston boasts an impressive home record of 22-8-6. Expressing skepticism towards the Senators' performance on the road, despite their recent improvements away from home, the Bruins appear to be in formidable form, particularly in their home arena. Given the high stakes for Boston in their quest for the top spot and Ottawa's abysmal away record, the Boston Bruins to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Anticipated to be a thrilling offensive spectacle, both teams possess formidable forward units poised to make significant impacts. The Senators, averaging 3.15 goals per game, are expected to rely on the likes of Tim Stützle and Brady Tkachuk to orchestrate offensive plays, generating scoring opportunities with swift puck movement and precise passing. Meanwhile, the Bruins, who have recently displayed offensive prowess with 8 goals in their last 2 outings, are likely to capitalize on their scoring capabilities, spearheaded by key players such as David Pastrnak and Brad Marchand. Supported by adept defensemen like Hampus Lindholm and Charlie McAvoy, the Bruins are poised to exploit gaps in the Senators' defense, resulting in a high-scoring affair. Thus, predicting a game characterized by offensive fireworks, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Carolina Hurricanes versus New York Islanders. In the upcoming matchup, the Carolina Hurricanes are slated to traverse the road to face off against the New York Islanders at the illustrious UBS Arena. As the Hurricanes prepare for this encounter, their season stands adorned with a commendable record of 41 wins, 20 losses, and 6 overtime defeats. Conversely, the Islanders have navigated through their campaign, notching 29 victories, enduring 23 losses, and grappling with 15 overtime outcomes. This impending clash marks the fourth rendezvous between these formidable foes, with the Islanders claiming victory in two of the trio of confrontations thus far. Over the course of their recent encounters, Carolina has maintained a resilient stance against the Islanders, boasting a notable record of 6 triumphs, 3 setbacks, and 1 game ending in a draw within the last 10 meetings. Evidently, the Hurricanes' offensive prowess has been a significant driving force behind their recent performances. Demonstrating remarkable consistency, they have breached the 3-goal threshold in 9 of their preceding 10 outings. This offensive proficiency has propelled Carolina to secure a commendable ranking, positioning them 8th in the league for goals per game and a respectable 6th in shots per game. Meanwhile, their defensive fortitude, coupled with stellar goaltending, has fortified their resolve, placing them 4th in goals conceded per game and leading the league in minimizing shots against. Conversely, the Islanders find themselves grappling with defensive frailties throughout the season. Their backline and goaltending have faltered, contributing to a less than stellar defensive record. Currently, they languish at 22nd in the league for goals conceded per game and a concerning 29th in shots faced per game. Despite glimpses of resurgence, highlighted by recent offensive outbursts featuring 4 or more goals in 5 of their preceding 9 matchups, the Islanders have been unable to address their defensive vulnerabilities adequately. The narrative surrounding the Islanders' fortunes has been marked by oscillations, veering from glimpses of promise to disheartening setbacks. Following a brief spell where optimism crept into their playoff aspirations, a string of 4 consecutive defeats dealt a severe blow to their postseason ambitions. Conversely, the Carolina Hurricanes have emerged as paragons of consistency, riding the waves of offensive brilliance to propel them to the upper echelons of the league standings. While clashes between the Hurricanes and Islanders typically unfold as exhilarating, high-scoring affairs, the current form suggests that the Hurricanes present a more reliable investment. The prospects of the Islanders halting their downward spiral against one of the league's juggernauts appear bleak, making the Carolina Hurricanes' money line our full-game side pick. As the Islanders brace themselves for the impending showdown, their offensive potency emerges as a beacon of hope amidst defensive shortcomings. Recent displays of offensive flair, punctuated by prolific goal-scoring exploits, offer a glimmer of optimism amidst the prevailing challenges. However, the overarching narrative remains dominated by defensive frailties, as evidenced by their lamentable rankings in goals conceded and shots faced. Conversely, the Hurricanes' offensive juggernaut continues to surge, maintaining a blistering pace that has seen them breach the 3-goal mark in the majority of their recent outings. With formidable offensive firepower at their disposal, Carolina's aspirations for victory are underpinned by their ability to sustain offensive pressure and exploit defensive vulnerabilities. In anticipation of an enthralling clash between these two adversaries, historical trends suggest a penchant for high-scoring encounters. With the over-emerging triumphant in 6 out of the last 10 meetings, expectations are primed for another offensive showcase. Consequently, aligning with the anticipated narrative of an action-packed, goal-laden affair poised to unfold at the UBS Arena, over the projected total is our full-game total pick. San Jose Sharks versus Nashville Predators. The 2023-2024 season has been a mixed bag for the San Jose Sharks. Despite showing glimpses of promise, they entered the season anticipating a rough journey, and with just 15 games remaining, their performance has aligned with those expectations. Although there are notable assets for the future, it's apparent that the reconstruction phase is likely to extend for several more years. Tonight, they're poised for a showdown against the Nashville Predators, a team that weathered early second-half struggles to establish themselves as genuine contenders for the playoffs this season. Indeed, the Predators seem poised to enter the 2023-2024 Stanley Cup playoffs as one of the most surprising underdogs in recent NHL memory. Statistically, Nashville has been formidable, averaging 3.19 goals per game while allowing just 3 goals against. In stark contrast, San Jose languishes with an average of only 2.19 goals scored and a dismal 3.93 goals against. Nashville's recent form is particularly impressive, having secured at least 1 point from their last 14 outings, while the Sharks have suffered defeats in 13 of their previous 14 games. Nashville's goaltender, Juuse Saros, has been a stalwart presence with 29 victories in 54 appearances, boasting a 2.8 goals against average and a .908 save percentage. Notably, Notably, Saros has backstopped the Predators to victory in 9 of their last 11 games, with the 2 exceptions resulting in narrow losses in overtime or shootouts. On the special teams front, San Jose's power play ranks a middling 18th, while their penalty kill unit languishes at 29th. Adding to Nashville's dominance, they've emerged victorious in each of their last 9 encounters with San Jose, with the Sharks winless in their previous 6 visits to Nashville. In the lead-up to this clash, the disparity between these two teams couldn't be more evident. While the Sharks have managed just a solitary victory in their last 15 outings, Nashville has dropped only 2 of their previous 16 games. With superior talent and a coveted playoff berth at stake, it's hardly surprising that the Predators enter this contest as overwhelming favorites. Despite the seemingly daunting odds, the Sharks find themselves in the midst of a dismal stretch, with Nashville poised to exploit their vulnerabilities. Riding a streak of 13 consecutive games with at least 1 point, including 9 straight wins against San Jose, the Predators are primed to extend their dominance, with a majority of their recent victories coming by sizable margins. Analyzing their recent head-to-head history further underscores Nashville's supremacy, with an impressive 9-1 record in their last 10 encounters, including 5 consecutive wins on home ice dating back to 2019. The Predators have consistently outmatched the Sharks. While San Jose may muster some resistance, prevailing in this matchup seems an insurmountable task for them. The Nashville Predators to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While on paper, this matchup appears lopsided in favor of the Predators, recent trends suggest a potential for a tighter contest. Over their past 10 meetings, the under has prevailed in 6 instances, with the Sharks managing a mere 11 goals during that span. Whether Juuse Saros or Kevin Lankinen guards the net for Nashville, expect a defensively oriented game that favors the Predators' goaltending prowess. For the Sharks, recent trends also point towards a defensive struggle. While the under has hit in 4 of their last 10 games overall, they've struggled to generate offense, averaging just 2.8 goals per game during that stretch. On the other hand, the Predators have excelled defensively, conceding a mere 23 goals in their last 10 outings, including just 9 in their previous 5 home games. Despite San Jose's defensive shortcomings, the prospect of a high-scoring affair seems unlikely, with the Sharks struggling to find the back of the net and Nashville boasting a solid defensive record. Coupled with historical trends favoring lower-scoring games within the division and during March, under the projected total is our full-game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.